Because we're even going to bulldoze this. Go away. Bye-bye. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? That was terrible what I just did. Okay, yeah. Let's pretend I didn't do that, and let's put this back in here. Because I just realized we have to have a way to get the fuel into town. And I didn't do that. See it, in we go. Hey everybody, it's Matt from the Rattlebunny's Den. Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Like I said before, we were going to let it run ahead a little bit, get a little bit of money up and going so we can start our next project. We get the oil line going. That's doing pretty well. Over here we have refined oil that's going to a heating oil factory over here in Lakewood. Right here, and then ultimately being delivered, I believe, to Lakewood itself. So, yeah, because Lakewood needs fuel for heat. Today, I thought what we would do is we would make a back and forth line using this initial line that we've built, or adding onto it. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to pick up logs. We're going to bring them down here to the lumber mill, and they're going to get milled and brought all the way back down here to the tools factory, which is then going to deliver to Lakewood. And Lakewood will be all taken care of. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's get started on that. Let's see. First, we're picking up logs. So we need to build a train station. I'm going to choose the further away of the two first. We'll add this one in later. Let's see here. Train station. Let's go with, well, obviously cargo. Let's do this one 240 meters because, yeah, it's wood. It's heavy. It's going to be long. Let's see. We're ultimately going to be attaching to that line over there. So let's get the angle right. That's about right there. Pop that in there. Go over to road building. Let's get us a road so we can actually attach to the system and begin showing demand for whatever it is we've got. Okay, now that's set. This should now talk to this, I hope. And it does. Okay, good. Good. All right. So off we are in track building. So much fun. I actually really enjoy this. Oh, we have standard track and yard track. Okay, we're going with standard. We're not in a yard. Just straight line build here. And have to do some things to this line in order to make it viable. It's going to end up connecting up anyway, so we'll just double track it from here. All this stuff's eventually going to get double tracked anyway. We have a budget of $6 million. We got to kind of pay attention to that. There's our oil train, catching up with that. It's only running at slow speed right now. I have the date at 1/4 speed as usual. All right. There goes to there. Do a small section in here. This way we can keep the line down for the least amount of time. Now let's see, our lumber mill's over there. So we're just going to follow the track and then split off and head over there. So to right about here, this will give us a nice little split off. Branch, whatever you want to call it, depending on where you're from. Or you just be weird like me and make up your own, you know, terminology for just about everything. Luckily, this part of the map is pretty flat, so we don't have a lot of extra things to worry about. But let's just check this out. Ooh, made that kind of lumpy. And see how the road kind of raises up a little bit. See if we can get that to go down a bit. Yeah, it looks pretty good. A little bit better anyway. Doesn't really do a whole lot to the track. It's still pretty much straight. It's just this looks better here. Alrighty. Seems like the longer stretches of track laying you do, the more it changes the topography. If we do short little runs, yeah, it goes up and down a little bit, but you don't get these giant gouges through the ground just to keep it flat. And where these are industrial trains, it's not really all that important. I mean, we do want to keep the bends to a minimum, but just for the way it looks. Yeah, see, we're building up a bit of a berm here because of the unevenness. So let's see. Making some good money still. Take this track out, and we will use the terrain tools. I'm gonna go with smoothing. Let's get these two larger. I'm just really going to smooth the area that we're going to be concerned with, which is right in through here. It's basically kind of like electronic weathering. All right, let's go back to train building, or track building, track laying. And it still is going to do our little gouging, but it's not going to be as prevalent. Okay, so let's get a... All right, we're kind of at the end of the line here. All right, so we're just going to make this a terminating station. That's fine. Things will probably change down the road. We'll get into some other stuff as far as types of running and so on and so forth. Eventually we'll make a mainline freight, that sort of thing. Probably into some maybe some mainline passenger action. We haven't gotten into passengers yet. Passengers are complicated and gooey. Okay, so down here we've got our two tracks. Gonna need a crossover. Let's see, this way we don't need one, this way we do. So I'll cross over to here, try and keep the speed up a bit. Full speed cross, let's put in a semaphore here. And another one here, just to protect that crossing. And then we will put in, oh, actually, we want these. These need to be one way. Yeah. Oh, it's broken. Yeah, I know it's broken because I gotta finish the crossover. That's right, because he has to get over there. All right. Yeah, you know, I knew, I knew, but you know, okay. All right, so there's our completed crossover. Now we can put our signals in where they belong. Did it again, didn't I? Yes, these should be one-way signals. We only actually need one-way signal right now. This one here, that one shouldn't be, and this one shouldn't be. Put this one back here. All right, so that was kind of a fortunate accident. Whoops. All right, so then let's put signals in here. I'm just going to make them one way because, you know, I'm that way. Uh-oh, broke it. That's right. We need to make this track double anyway. This will cross over. I don't think we ever send anything back to the maintenance shed. It'd be interesting if you had to send them back to get worked on or something like that. All right, so now we get this one. But not everything has to be 100% totally involved. Because sometimes, at least in video games, too much stuff is too much stuff. All right, so that intersection is protected by one-way signals. Do another one here. This is just for separation more than anything. Why is that broken? Oh, because I don't have a crossover up here. All right. So let's do a diamond crossing up here. Okay. This will be a one-way. And this and this will not be one-ways. So they can do their thing. Okay, so we have a new station set to go down here. All right. So let's build us a train. It's 6 million. See what we got here. Well, we're buying. Well, my speaking ability is amazing sometimes. Okay, let's see what we got here. We have 6,000 pounds of tractive effort here. Been using the John Stevens on the other one. That's only got 4,400. This one is 472,000 to buy and 78,000 a year to run. The John Stevens is more expensive. So it's a B&O railroad, but it doesn't matter here. We're going to go ahead and add one of those. Okay, cargo. Flat car with stakes. That'll work. Let's go with a 70 capacity. I know it's poor. What's our speeds here? Don't have any slopes, so 40 miles an hour on flat land is the max. Not enough power to go up high. 15 miles an hour on the slow ones. Ugh. Okay. Let's get rid of 3 of those. Wow. Yikes. Okay, here's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to double engine this thing, which was actually really complicated to do back in the day with steam engines. The newer engines are pretty much set up so you can get the 2 engines to talk to each other so they're in sync. Not exactly sure how all that works, but from what I understand, it does make a difference. So let's see what our speed's at now. Okay, so 13 for high with 2 of them, so for the high grade. Let's go back to our 70 capacity, see what we're doing. All right, that'll be good enough for now. Let's see here. And we'll add a little caboose, just because in the United States back in the day, you had to have a caboose on everything until they invented those end of train lights. Or changed the rules, I'm not sure. All right, so we have our new train. We need to set up the route, or the route, however you say it. It's, you know, I speak English, but sometimes, you know, okay. So, looks like it's taken all the right sides and the right routing, and awesome. So, this is going to be rail, wood, let's go timber, because it's raw trees, timber supply, and it comes from Lakewood, so we'll go whack. Okay, rail, timber supply, Lakewood, go back to our train. And let's assign it to rail, timber supply, Lakewood. And let's go join this train. It says it's waiting for a free path. See what this bad boy looks like when it comes out. Okay, now we should be coming out. That's impressive. That's some power on the rails right there. Oh, we're going to the lumber mill first before we pick up anything for them to mill. Okay, let's speed this puppy up and throw it in high speed for now. Right through a tree. All right, so what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to extend the line right away down to 4 million, so we should still be able to do it. So let's go do that while he starts his useless run of going someplace where we have nothing for him to do. It's, you know, it's all good. All right, do we want to do this by truck? Could do lumber by truck. No, we'll just extend it. It's not that difficult. Let's put in a terminating station. All this can be changed later too. Wow, that gouges out pretty good. There's a nice hill there. Let's try to put this in a position where it's not as gougy. That's not grabbing the road. It's just not. Okay, that's all right. All right, so we'll put that in there. That ought to make the tracks a little bit more fun. Let's get a small road in here so we can get access to everything. Okay, and that should be talking to there. Yes, it is. Awesome. And let's put in our track. We'll go with standard track because we have no idea what we're going to end up doing with this area. Wow. That might want to go under that. Or should we want to go down here, maybe? Let's lengthen this out a bit. Let's see if we can slowly go under it. Make a small, dinky little tunnel. Not. Let's see if we can bridge this. Getting more expensive every time I push this button. There we go. Little tunnel. That'll work. $127,000. Fine. Good enough. All right, and then let's bring this over here. And try to attach it. How's that road crossing? Yeah. It's kind of hideous. But you know what? It'll do for now. What other options do we have? Oh yeah, let's do the cross. Let's do the cross. Okay, so there's that. So now what we have to do is just change our little routing back to the line. And instead of just stopping at Lakewood, after Lakewood, or it's going to go to Lakewood, then Rangeley East, then after Rangeley East, it's going to skip Lakewood and go here. At least it should. All right. So we've gotten that puppy together. What else can we do? Oh, yes. So now we need to do the truck's delivery, which we already have a delivery point in here. All right, let's cheat and see where people need machines. Okay, well, they want machines over here, and that's partly covered. So we're going to go ahead and do another drop-off point. We'll do it right here. That will cover all of the machines. Yeah, that'll work. And let's get a proper truck station out here. Truck stop. Just going to add it to this road. It's there. Why not? Make it more interesting. Change some things around. All right, and we need to make another route. I can't decide on how to say all that. And that's that. Now, let's call this road. And it's going to be machines. No, tools. That's tools. Tools, delivery, and Lakewood. Lakewood's getting all kinds of hooked up here. We need to, here's our road depot. Need to buy some vehicles. We'll go with a horse-drawn carriage because that's really our only option at this point. And let's do, not going to need a bunch of those because it's going to reduce every time. You could, let's say you get 10 trees. That turns into 5 pieces of lumber, which turns into 2.5 machines. So we're not going to need a bunch of trucks. We're going to do 3. It's probably too many. And we'll put that on tools delivery. And those guys should be coming out. Yep. Okay, we're still running at high speed, so everything's moving real fast. And here comes our first delivery of machines. We actually have a machine. How much is one box? 25 grand. That's going to be pretty good. That's going to be lucrative. Now, we're still in the positive here in our earnings, so that's good. And what we will do now, let's see, we have fuel going. Do we have anywhere else that wants fuel? On this side of the river. We're not crossing the river yet, just because bridges can be expensive and we're not exactly made of money at the moment. Although we do still have somebody that wants lumber over here, and we have lumber we're building here. But we don't have any steel to give them yet. And let's see the towns. Let's see, Rangeley needs some fuel. Silverton needs some fuel. Interesting. So they're trucking all the way out here to pick up the... They can bring fuel back. That shouldn't be a big deal. Problem is, we don't really have a lot of cargo storage space here. These aren't really doing anything. So let's configure this again. All right. Okay, this should work better. It's just like a cargo storage area. Yeah, see how it adds the tanks there immediately. It's just for visuals more than anything. We're just going to make this even bigger. I always do that. I always miss it by 1 dot. Making it bigger because we are going to be adding another product to this. as we do it. And we are going to be changing the way this works here. Put a cargo building there. Then if we remove this cargo building, turns that into a through track. And now we need a road to reconnect the station. Okay. Now nothing up here. The little red lozenge, as Colonel Failure likes to call it, is not illuminated. Okay. So we have a whole bunch of oil. And now we need to get some fuel going down here. And I think... yeah. Just for now, we're gonna let the we're gonna let those guys pick it up. We're at 8 million. We could do it with a train. We could be interesting and do it with a train. We really could. All right, so let's do that. Let's plan on this with a train. Let's see. It's gonna need to come out of here, cross the road, and then it's gonna need to turn back and cross the road again. I actually like convoluted routing. I really do. It sometimes makes me smile. It's going to add all kinds of weird lumps to it, but we're just going to go ahead and do it for now. Okay, and then from here, let's see, we need signals, but these can be, oh, not one way. There goes our full wood train. Gonna make a passing siding so they don't have to go roaring through the station here. Okay. This is gonna, yeah, we will split it off here, bring it down towards town. Get more complicated for the citizenry of our town, because, you know, we don't care. I don't like that. See if I can get it pulled up to where it's not gonna cause nastiness. Well, I don't think we have much choice. Okay, let's try this again. You know what? Maybe we should just double the tunnel. Split off when we come out. So that's what we'll do. We are going to split off here. As we do not want to follow into their station. But we'll use the same tunnel. Happens all the time in real life. IRL. Let's see, let's get us lined up so we're pointed at it. And we're off. Now, eventually we'll be making industrial centers and stuff like that as things progress. But for right now, it's just individual stations, and that's fine and dandy. Yeah, that'll work, and we can still use the same train too. That works for me. Let's get a station that's, you know, trying to figure out what I'm thinking here. It's going to be another terminating station, 240 meters long. And since that's getting attached to a road right away, that can stay there. But let's point it where we're coming from. That works. It's kind of in a hole, but you know, hey, it's all good. It can be dealt with later. All right, so let's see here. We're not going to be adding another to there. Let's grab our crude route, and we're going to have to rename this. Manage the line. So it goes from Springfield, where it picks up the oil, goes to Rangeley to become oil, and then it's going to come back here, and we're going to drop it off here, which is going to make this truck route redundant, which means we don't need it anymore. So let's see. After Rangeley, we're going to come here. Yeah, no, I needed to do that. There we go. All right. So after Rangeley, it should come here now. Could not connect to all the stations. Why couldn't it connect to the stations? Well, it's doing it there. It's going both ways there. It's connected to that station. Oh, it can't go back out? Oh. That's not what I wanted to do. We're on this puppy. Let's go back here. See if we can solve this with signals. These are not one way. That help? No, it did not. All right, so let's see. How do we do this? He's going to be coming down here, this direction, and then coming back this direction. So this can be one way. Okay. So let's, we only need one signal. Grab this, we'll make it one way. And we'll put this down here. And it didn't change a thing. All right. I do have one-way signals here. That's a mistake. That should not be one way. That should not be one way. There we go. Got the general and the 440. All right, now we're good. There we have that going. All right. So we have them picking up tools, right? Yeah, picking up tools. Driving them into town. What are they getting for the tools? Anything good? See, completely full. Oh yeah. Or how are we doing here? Nice. 4.5 grand. That'll do. All right, who are you? It's our wood train. I'm gonna follow it through. See, now it's got lumber. About half a train's worth of lumber, because that's just the way it works out. Should be enough to keep us profitable for a little while. You know what? I put this wrong. I put this signal wrong. we don't want them going there. We want them going this way. And it should be one way, yes. Here's our train. See when he comes through here. Should come through and load up. Hope I didn't mess things up. We'll see. Oh, there comes the oil train. That works. And he's loaded. Awesome. Back over here. And we have plenty of machines, although we're running out of room. So we're going to configure this puppy, and we're going to add another couple of cargo platforms for it. Gives it a little bit of length. Are we carrying... Oh, we do have some oil. Okay. Some refined oil. That's good. What will that get us? Oh. Okay. Well, that's disturbing. All right, what we have to do, since our truck route is causing issues, let's grab one of these guys, go to our truck route, manage vehicles. Let's grab them all and get them sold. Gone you are. And let's go in here, and we'll get rid of the fuel production. Hopefully, this will start accepting our deliveries. Because we're even going to bulldoze this. Go away. Bye-bye. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? That was terrible what I just did. Okay, yeah. Let's pretend I didn't do that, and let's put this back in here. Because I just realized we have to have a way to get the fuel into town. And I didn't do that. So let's add this, add a couple of platforms to this. And now we need to do a new route. It's going to be the same color. Goes from here to here is all. Okay. And that's going to be road. Fuel. Delivery, because it's at the last stage. And liquid. Now, we don't need as many trucks for this because we're not going as far. So we need to do that, need to reduce that anyway. So let's buy vehicles. We'll grab these. And we're going to do, we want them to be busy all the time. So we'll try 8 to begin with. All right. Now, hopefully my cock up didn't cause any trouble. We'll see. It's cost us some money here. Our huge amounts of money are now, you know, not doing what they should be doing. Which train is this? Train 2. It's the timber train, which is not timber anymore. This is now, well, we're just going to call it wood. So we will call this wood products. Wood product supply. There we go. That'll work. Hey, 825 grand for lumber. So they can make tools. Looks like we got the right amount of trucks for that. So 3 might still be a little bit too much. Alright, and let's just follow this train through its paces here. What we're going to do while we're doing it, underway, I'm going to manage the vehicle, I'm going to edit the vehicle, and get rid of the John Stevens, And let's go steam. Let's do these. 8992. Yeah, we're doing the general. We're doing 2 of them. This one's at the end. We don't have a caboose on this puppy. So let's do that. There we go. And those should be changed. There we go. We'll ride on this one. Probably boring. Yeah, boring and flat. Could use some more ballast along the track. Tends to make it look a little better. We're being chased. Should swing left. Yep. Nice to see that everything is working. Minor uphill here, but that's fine. Kind of like riding a roller coaster, but you know what? That's all right. I enjoy it. Not exactly true to life. I mean, they'll dig huge gouges through stuff. They don't care. Oh, we're actually unloading. That is awesome. $1.9 million from that load. And they are making fuel, and the buckboards trucks are picking it up. That works. All right, so we also have another forest down here, and we have a forest over here. One of the things that we can do, we can expand the timber storage here a little bit and bring trucked in timber down, but it's just hard to decide whether that's a good idea. Now we do have a lumber mill here that we could have used, but the reason why I didn't use this one is because traveling from here to here, A, does not require a train, and B, is doesn't pay as much. So there's that. Now we do have iron ore here, a couple of places over here, and we have farms over here, but we have no way to process the farm on this side of the river. So we'd have to build a bridge, which we will eventually do. Because eventually we're going to need to bring the iron ore over to be made into steel, like over here, and so on and so forth, and get fuel to Rangeley, and so forth, and so on, and so on and so forth. I don't have anything set up for Rangeley yet. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. That's going to make this station a little bit more dynamic. Why are you so not busy? Yeah, let's go ahead and build our first bridge. I don't know if we're going to be using boats this time. And as you can see, those bridges are dead flat on the water. No boat could get past that. No way. In order to let the boat past it, we got to get it a little bit higher. Sometimes these bridges look like an arching cat. And they're fairly difficult for anything to get under, or to get over, at least with horse and buggy stuff. So let's see what we can do here. We got a bunch of different bridges we can take a look at. Let's look at a stone bridge with big openings. Does that do any good? No. A lot of these metal bridges, it's just they won't look right because it's the wrong era right now. Although that does have brick foundations, and that looks kind of nice. I don't know. Do they have that type of bridge in 1858? I don't think they did, but you know what? We're going to say in our universe they did. That's right. Good enough. 500,000 for a bridge. All right. Now we just bring it. Nope, not in a straight line. Let's get curvy. And we bring that to there. Now Rangeley. Small town. It's delivery. Here's all our fuel guys over here, but there's also bread. We're eventually going to need to deliver to that. So let's just put it right there, central. Let it cover as much as possible. Back over here. Grab this guy here. Oh, he's already set up. Pretty close anyway. It's enough for government work. All right. And there's our truck stop here, although it's going to be limited in size because of the track right there. So let's see what we can do when we do it over here. Yeah, that'll work. We'll do it there. That way I can add in a couple more platforms. Give it more storage. Okay. So that's good. Now we got to get a route. Marching orders. Let's just call it marching orders. How's that? New line. And then to there. Hello. Ugh. All right. And let's see. Yeah, we don't want to drive horse and buggy that far, so we'll build a facility here. Yeah. All right. Again with the buckboards. Let's go with 5 of these. Actually, we went 8 on the other side, didn't we? Let's go with 5 here, and we'll see who does better. Who's busier. And we're going to change the name of that, but it's going to new line 1. So let's change that to road. Hello. Road. Fuel. Delivery. RAN for first 3 letters. Rangeley. Okay. So let that do its thing, and we should start getting fuel delivered here too by our train. It's going to cut down on the amount of crude that it can deliver here, but eventually they'll start getting fuel here, I think. Where is our... That's train 2. Where's train 1? Oh, there's train 1. All right, he's picking up all that stuff. And we'll see what he brings back. In the meantime, we will let that get bedded in. So we've crossed the river with the road anyway, which is good. Can get boats under there if we need to. So now that we're across the river with the road, what's within driving distance here? Not really a whole lot. This one is. You can do that with trucks too. Brings plastics into play. This can then be, wow, we can do a big trucking thing over here if we want to. Yep, you need trucks, Matt. There you go. All right, let's just save some time and make that 30 meters long. Gonna make it busy over here for now. This is just going to be an empty hole where we're dumping plastic for now. Alright, so let's get another line going, which is going to go from here to here, because we're going to deliver plastic to there, and then it's going to go to here. Alright, so that'll work. That's going to take a few more. Let's go with goods production is what this is. Road. RAN. Okay. How many to buy? $21 million. We're doing well money-wise, but we can overload things. So let's, it's a big route. It's got 3 stops. Let's go with 21, 7 per leg. And we'll see if that helps. See if that will do its thing for us. Goods production. And we'll see them all pouring out of here. Heading up to the plastic factory where there's no plastic to be picked up, and then they're going to go down over here where they're, yeah, that's great. Well, time wasters. Time wasters? Time wasters. All right, good. Those got set up. I still don't see any fuel here, though. Let's see. This is train 1. Oh, he's got one fuel. One fuel. That's, okay. That's, terrible. Not going to make us any money. All right, so let's have a look at the money board right now. Looks like we're doing pretty good. Last 3 quarters we made plenty of money, so that's good. Go down and look at our vehicles. Yeah, we got a lot of cars and buckboards that haven't made any money yet, but that's fine. Let's look at routes. By routes or routes or whatever. Our trains are doing the bulk of the work. As you can see, they're about even. That's pretty good. Pretty even. Frequency is pretty reasonable there. Now let's see here. Our goods production is at 101 seconds. Fuel delivery for Rangeley is at 135 seconds. Fuel delivery for Lakewood is at 83 seconds. So, let's see, Lakewood is pretty profitable at the moment. These will go up and down like crazy. Big thing is right here, down near the bottom where it says earnings along the bottom. As long as you can keep that mostly in the blue, you're doing pretty good. Alright, so they got a lot more crude that they're delivering. Let's get that noise out of there. Or not crude. That's refined oil that they're delivering. All right, so I think for next time we got to look into getting some steel, as we've got goods production underway, or at least trying to get goods production underway, and we got plastic going anyway, or we'll have plastic going. We have fuel actually here. We do have a carton of fuel. Look at that go. Imagine that. Some things are working. And these guys will come back and pick up this stuff that's waiting for them. Not a ton of it. 19 units. Their demand will pick up. And then we will need to find another oil. There's some here. Some here. Some here. Some here. We'll figure it out. But yeah, we will figure it out. Lots of crude here. I mean, they just pump it out of the ground and stick it on the dock. So yeah, we get lots of it. Not so much here. Let's get rid of this. I don't know. I wonder what the attrition really is for crude oil to refined oil. It's probably quite a bit. I'm sure there's a lot of crap in there. And then we'll get food production going too, because we need food. And there's a food factory over here. Silverton could have a little three-way thing going on. So, whoa! And this next one, I'm going to run it forward. Actually, I'm not going to run it forward at all. We're at $22 million, so we're going to be fine. I'm going to go ahead and hit pause. And I'm going to save our game, and we will join it here next time. In the meantime, if you're interested in supporting the channel, I do have a Patreon set up. I have no patrons yet, but I have that set up. It is there. The link is in the description below. Otherwise, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe so you can keep up with this and other stuff that I do. I will also be getting back to some technical stuff. We're doing some rearranging down in the electronics lab, so we'll be doing some repairs and stuff like that coming on in probably, I want to say January, February, somewhere in there. The trick is right now I have too much crap in there and no place to put it. So, you know, and it's crap, the stuff that I have in there. It's not fixable stuff. It's just junk that doesn't belong in there. But we'll get that straightened out, and next time we'll be back starting at Rangeley, Silverton area here. Thanks for watching.